Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, y'all. Say hey. Let's make a wreath tonight. I hope you're doing well. If you don't see a red box right there, that just means you're catching the replay. So if that is the case, just comment hashtag replay. Y'all, I've got this like ring here. We are going to make a wreath with some eggs. So stay tuned to Pure Chaos. Not really. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs. Let's get started. So I'm going to show you one of our chalk made kits. So if you are new here, or maybe you haven't done this already, make sure that you put in the comments exclamation point, like the line and the dot, notify together. Exclamation point notify so that you get notified whenever we go live. Hey, hey, my friends. How are you? Hi, Deborah and Denise and Lorena and Beverly and Bambi and Michelle Pryor and Sally Smith. What is going on, my people? I'm going to introduce you to a brand new chalk made kit that we have. It's called the Egg Wreath. And it is like a DIY kit. So, first and foremost, you're going to get this. And you are going to get 28 eggs. I went ahead and put mine on cardboard. 28 wooden eggs. Let me show you. So they are half, they are wooden, and they're actually pretty nice. Zach was looking at them and he was like, okay, I'm impressed. So you're going to get 28 eggs. You're going to get 2 transfers. It's just the same transfer, but times 2. Okay, so basically it's got Happy Spring on it, and it's got a bunch of little flowers. Okay, yay, Bambi. Hi, Barbara and Amy and Donna and Linda and Susie. Hey, Delora and Cindy. So you're going to comment the word egg, E-G-G, to get the supplies for this. You're going to get a bunch of stickers. They're like glue dots. You're going to get a paintbrush, y'all. We're going to use this tonight. I love the paintbrushes that they put in these kits. And you're going to get a bunch of other goodies. Hi, Holly. So I'm going to show you how to make our egg wreath kit. Hey, hey, friends. Hit the heart button if you are just getting here. Make sure you sprinkle the video out. Helps us out a ton. You are going to get 8 color trays. These are awesome. Okay, you're going to get a mini squeegee. Let me open this up. We're going to use this today. A few other things I put in the supply list. You are going to need some wax, and you're going to get in your kit 8 colors. And one of them I'm really excited about, because you can't get it in a jar anymore, and that is Shimmer Eucalyptus. So you get all of these colors. We're going to use every single one of these tonight, and we're just going to relax, sit back, and make this DIY kit so I can show you how to do it. But look at all of the pretty colors that you get. So if you do the math, oh, but wait, you do get instructions, and that's what we're going to make right there in that picture, right there, colors and all. So I'm going to start with, we're going to do, I think, 1 color at a time, because I'm going to use the same paintbrush, I think. And we're going to save the Shimmer Eucalyptus for last, because it is shimmer. So I'm going to set that aside. So I'm going to use, let me move this. We don't need this right now. Let me grab my little table here. Hopefully everybody can see. We're going to do this. We're going to do this right and get going. So I'm going to start by grabbing, what color do I want to grab? I'm going to use guava. Okay, so this is called a paste packet, and there is paste in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn mine upside down, because in the event that we don't use all of this, I want to be able to see that this is the color guava. So I'm going to turn it upside down, flip it upside down, and I'm going to push all of that paste to like what's now the bottom. Okay, I'm going to grab my scissors, and we're going to slice a little piece of this off, okay? Just like that. And then I'm going to put, right here, I'm going to put some of the guava right here in the tray. Just like so, okay? And I'm going to just put this over here. I've got my paper towels. Let me just get those. Hi, Dawn. Yes, I love color trays too. They are pretty amazing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take, so we have 28 eggs. Y'all do the math. If we have 28 eggs, and you do have 8 colors, but we're not going to paint one of the eggs. We're not going to use white for the painting. We're going to use white for the transfer. So if you have 28 eggs and 7 colors, how many eggs per color? You can do hard things. It's okay. Hey, friends, what's going on, y'all? I hope you're so stinking well. All right, let me spread these apart just a little bit. Oh, look at y'all. 4 eggs per color. So I have them in 4s. Okay, so I'm going to grab some guava, and we're going to paint our guava eggs first. I thought about painting some of these earlier just to get a head start. Whoops. Just about had paste in my hair. I'm like, no, I'm just going to do everything tonight with y'all because I just need to relax. Today, I was out and about. Y'all know I talk about this, but, you know, you have that mom gut instinct that something ain't right with your kid. All right, I'm going to spray this just a tad. Like Jackson's eyes were really red, and he was complaining of his throat hurting. So, what do? Call the doctor. Off to the doctor we go. And they must have a amazing, I'm obviously they did like a rapid strep, but he's got strep throat. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to spray some water in here, and we're going to water down our paste just a little bit so that it goes on a little bit easier and doesn't dry as quickly because we are painting with it. Oh yeah, much easier. So he hasn't been running fever. And the doctor said, you know, the rules with strep are if you don't have a fever and you're on medicine, then you can go to school the next day. Well, do you think that's what my kid wanted to hear? No. So his demeanor changed immediately when she said that. But he'll be okay. He's doing really good at bringing his grades up. We've been practicing a lot. I've been learning 5th grade math. So I don't want him to miss any school, but I also don't want to send a sick kid to school, right? But she said, no fever, he's good. Off they go. All right, so let's do our last guava egg. Now, y'all could paint these any color you want, but type in egg, go check your messenger, and in your messenger will be a link to get all of the supplies that we're using tonight. This is a brand new, we call them chalk made kits that released last week for y'all to have fun and spruce up. Okay, so we've got our guava eggs there. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just checking to make sure all of my sides are painted. So I did put all of these eggs on tape just to hold them in place. Okay, now as the paste dries, you may see an egg or two that you need to go back and touch up. Perfectly fine. You do you. Okay, so color number 1 is done. I'm just going to take this to the sink and we're going to just wash it. So now what I'm going to do is dip my paintbrush in my water and grab my paper towels. And we're going to just use the same paintbrush the whole night. Hey, everybody. Christine, it's part of the chalk made kit called Egg Wreath. Egg Wreath. All right, so let me clean this. And we're going to go and work with our sunny side, which is the yellow. And hopefully all of that is good. Grab another color tray. You get enough for each color. I'm going to flip it over, push all of my paste to the bottom, and cut part of it off and squeeze some out. Okay, then I'm going to spray it with water, and I'm just going to smoosh it around. Okay, and now we're going to go in and we're going to paint these eggs sunny side. Now, I realize my paintbrush is not 100% free of the guava because the guava is making an appearance here on my egg. So if you have other paintbrushes that you want to use so that you don't have to clean it in between, feel free to do that. I am just trying to use what comes in your kit to show you you can do it. Anybody can do it. You are limited edition. Okay? Where is that guava coming from? Must be up towards the top of the brush, right up here. All right, so I see this needs to be coated again. The paste dries really quick, y'all. Okay, there's that. I may need some more sunny side now that I look at it. Ooh, just got it everywhere. All right, let's do this one. Now, I'm obviously using the exact same colors that come in the kit, right? But like I said, maybe you don't want a multicolored egg wreath kit. Maybe you want, okay, that was dumb. Maybe you want just an all pink, all yellow. Perfectly fine. But I'm just following the picture on the instruction that you get. You even have a QR code to actually scan, and it'll take you to a link that has a video on how to complete this. So it's pretty awesome, y'all. They give you pretty much everything you need. I just added wax and a fuzzing cloth and a couple other things to your cart so that you had everything and were taken care of. Okay, thanks, Marilee. The wreath base is not plastic, and yes, it is sturdy. It is like a wood. I'll have to show you when we get to that point. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I get as much of this out. Come out, wherever you are. Don't hide. Okay, let's see what happens there. All right, next color, and I'm just going to stack these as I go. You can wash these. It'll be okay. We're going to go in with the, let's see, what color? I'm going to do the eucalyptus last because of the shimmers, and I don't want shimmers in my other colors that we're going to do. So I'm going to skip the eucalyptus, and we're going to go straight in with Ocean Mist. And believe it or not, there's a lot of paste in the actual packet to use remaining. Okay. All right. So I'm going to, ooh, this is so pretty, y'all. This is Ocean Mist. So you can save your paste packets and use them for something else. This is really good coverage with the Ocean Mist. Very, very pretty. I love it so much. And these eggs are not heavy by any stretch. Like, not heavy at all. All right, let's do this one. My tape's giving me troubles. All right, so there's that. And then we've got this one here. Let's get all the edges. I just find that keeping them on the tape, it helps so that you can really make sure all of your sides, your edges, all of that is covered. Okay, so tray number 1 is done. Look at those. All right, so let's clean this. We've got 4 more colors, y'all. Choosing the colors can be the hardest things. So when you get a kit like this, we just give it to you, right? But I agree with you, Carrie, 100%. All right, let's clean off this, making sure all of my ocean mist is gone. Okay, I think we're good. Grab a new tray, and we're gonna go in with, let's do Marvelous. Marvelous is like a, I don't know, y'all. It's like a pink, darker-ish pink. Yeah. Okay. So now let's get our little spritz bottle here, spray it, and just push the paste down, kind of mixing it in with the water. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's get all of our eggs coated here. Making sure we get every side that we can. And I recommend that you don't get your eggs too close together, like I did, just because you really want to make sure that you get the edges. If y'all are talking to me, I apologize. Okay. Lots of eggs. Yes, Melena. Lots of eggs. 28 to be exact. 28 eggs. And we're just making what the instructions tell you to make. Like, you can get really creative with this and completely go rogue and just do nothing as far as anything related to this wreath that, right here that you see. You can use the eggs for anything you want. But you cannot purchase the eggs separately. So you must get them in this kit. So I am just here to show you how to create it. Sometimes you gotta watch somebody, right? You gotta see it done first before you can do it. I'm a visual learner myself. So having the picture here really helps me a lot. Okay, let me just check this. All right. I think we're okay. As it dries, you will see if you need to cover any area of your egg, because it's going to kind of show the wood through depending on the color. If it's a lighter color, you may have to go back and just add a little bit. So just be patient, take your time. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so definitely the Marvelous, you're going to need to double check. All corners, all edges, just check the whole darn egg, okay? All right, good enough for me. All right, put that over there. Grab our water. 3 more to go. Peony and Peachy Keen. And then our shimmer. Yes, Michelle. Now you know, girl. I'll do it for you. Thanks, Sharon. Thank you so much. All right, my water's getting really dirty, which I expected. Okay, that's gonna go there. We're gonna grab another tray and we're gonna work with our Peachy Keen. Let's do the peony. I like peony. This is hi Dana, how are you, friend? Peony is probably my favorite pink that we have. Or peony. Whoever you talk to says it differently. All right, let's just press this down. Mix it up. Now, this is another color, y'all, probably along with the Peachy Keen, that you're going to need to watch your coat of chalk paste to see if you need to put another coat and make sure that you really have it covered well so that your wood egg doesn't show through. Just saying. But you'll have plenty of paste because remember, you're watering it down to paint it. All right, let me hold this up and just check where I can't see. Okay, good there. This tape's gonna drive me nuts. Like, can you imagine holding this egg in your hand and painting it? All of the edges? No. Get you some cardboard, get you some tape, or get you some type of like sticky mat. Put them on there. All right, we got this one. Let's get it done. And I'm going to turn it around because I can see right here I need some more paste. Right there as well. And right there. Okay. Good to go. 2 more colors. Jeannie, I'm telling you. Zach, what would you do? You made a lot of bunnies and eggs. Good for you. Okay, so I've got some pink in my brush. Here, let's grab our Peachy Keen. Oh, and then we got to do our shimmer. Peachy Keen is our lighter. I don't even know how to describe this. Peach. It's not really. It's a light peach. Okay, now this one we may need 2 coats because it is almost see-through. I love how messy I can be with the painting, y'all, on the cardboard. Just saying. Brings me joy. Brings me joy to be a messy painter. For sure. All right, let's do that. Okay, then we're gonna check our sides. Oh yeah, missed that. Missed that. Got that. Okay, I'm gonna take my dryer and dry this one really quick just to see. Yes, making a mess when painting is so fun. Cardboard Club! Oh my gosh, Michelle. You are so witty, man. You always have the best things to say. All right, let me dry this really quick. Peachy Keen may actually be okay. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I have a lot of cardboard. Y'all probably can't. Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's there. And it's over there. I just save it. Why not, right? Okay, so Peachy Keen definitely... I don't know, y'all. Yeah, it needs another coat. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay. Let me spin this around. We're just going to touch it up really quick with another coat. I cannot wait to get the shimmer eucalyptus out and see what kind of added touch that brings to our project. Let us see. Let us see. Okay. All right. Good. Here we go. No, Maddie, this is part of a kit. It's called the Egg Wreath Kit. You can purchase it on my chalk website. My paper towels are falling down. Come on. All right, so far we've used the same paintbrush. Okay, that's like mission accomplished, I think. And now we're about to go in and use our eucalyptus. That does have a shimmer. Okay, so I'm going to grab our color tray. I'm going to push all of our paste down. And you have a cardboard stash too. It's the best. It is the best. All right, so let's see. I don't know how well this shimmer is going to paint. Shimmers don't always paint the greatest. I am not going to water it down just yet because I want to see how this is going to hold up. And I don't want it to be any, what is the word? I don't need it to be any thinner. I don't need it thinned out. So we'll see. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Typically when I do paint with shimmers, I kind of just pounce my paintbrush all over it because, let me see what happens if I just swipe it. It just kind of distributes the shimmer randomly all over it, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Maybe y'all have a trick. See that? It may just take multiple coats. That might be the trick. So I'm going to go heavy-handed with the shimmer eucalyptus. I did not add water to this like I did the others to water it down. I do not want this watered down whatsoever. So you'll have plenty of paste to do multiple coats for really any of the colors. Okay, so there is one coat each. So I'm going to grab my dryer and we're going to dry this. You could, Holly. That may actually help. Yes, they are, Jeannie. Y'all are so smart with the white. Marsha, I got this on our website. Just type in the word egg, E-G-G, and then go check your messenger, and in your message will be the link to our shirts. What if you use a regular color and then the same shimmer color? You probably could, Deb. Not a bad idea. We're going to see what happens with one coat shimmer, dry, another coat shimmer, probably dry, another coat. But we'll see. I don't know. And this shimmers take a little bit longer to dry, so I'm just making sure. Okay, let's see here. I think it's just going to take multiple coats, y'all. But it can be done. And you don't have to use the shimmer eucalyptus if you choose. Maybe you do, I don't know, 2 more pinks and 2 more ocean mist. I just want to use what I was given to show y'all. It's getting there. They're definitely coating more with the second layer. I would say you probably almost need 4 total coats. I don't know. We're about to find out. Y'all ain't got nothing else better to do, right? So we shall see. It is definitely leaving a very unique finish on this, which I actually like. It reminds me of those fancy Easter eggs. Like I don't know, when we used to color eggs, when I used to as a kid, we would get those glitter ones. Let me show you. Look. Pretty fancy. Okay, I'm gonna dry. Yes. Oh, yes, Deb. Use wild line, girlfriend. Nominee, yes. Absolutely. Get you some of that tape note, that really bright green. All right, y'all. So, we got these eggs right here. Oh, we got these. Lots of eggs. More egg, please. I gotta tell you, so my son Dylan, I probably told you this story when he was little. He loves eggs. Like, still to this day loves them. And he would always say, more egg, Mom. More egg. There you go, Deb. Look at the other end. I need to turn them around, Kathy. Marbleized eggs, yes. Yeah, they're lacking some shimmer, aren't they? Why am I not surprised? Okay, that wasn't dry. All right, I'm going to flip them around. They are. Eggs are good for you. Oh, yeah, they look like a hot mess. Okay, where did I put my shimmer eucalyptus? So I'm going to grab this, and we're going to squeeze out a little bit more of it. We still have some in that packet, y'all. And we got to fix these. Holy Toledo. Major issue here. Okay, much better. Now the other side's going to be neglected, right? Not really. You just got to make sure that you turn them and look at all sides. Front, back, left, and right. Okay. I'm over here. I'm going to focus on this side for a second. Just like so. Y'all, it's coming together. Yes, so if you have little patience, I don't know that the shimmer is for you, but it's definitely working. As long as you dry the coats in between, you will be fine. It's working. It's working. But like I said, I typically don't paint with shimmers for this exact reason. They're beautiful if you have time for multiple coats. If you're just sitting at home with your butt in the chair, crafting and making pretty things, take the time and do the multiple coats because they really are pretty. Okay, let me spin this around and check the back end of our eggs, just to make sure that they are not neglected. All right, done, son. Okay, so let me put this away. We're done with that. We need our transfer trimmers because we're going to use our transfer. Now, I'm going to set this aside for right now. Okay, we're going to grab this one right here and we are going to wax our eggs. Okay. Laura, I made that. Can you show me all of your Easter kits? I have a bunch. If you comment the word egg, you can see all of our information. Yep, Laura, I made that shirt. That was with our February club transfer and 2 other transfers. So, thanks, Zach. All right, so I'm adding wax to this because we, they're wood for one, and we applied our paste. We painted with our paste. Okay, so as I wax them, I'm going to remove them from our little piece of cardboard because we're going to put a transfer. I don't know if we're going to put it on all of them, but because I don't know which ones, I'm going to go ahead and wax them all just to be safe. Okay, hey, Linda. The y'all part is from the God is Good transfer, and it's currently out of stock. And I don't have any here on hand. All right, there's that. Okay, so we've got this one. We're getting there, y'all. 28 eggs. More egg. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so this piece of cardboard is history. Okay, so I'm not going to touch, I don't know that I'm going to put anything on our eucalyptus eggs, or shimmer eucalyptus eggs, to be honest, because I want them to be nice and speckled and sparkly and don't want to mess them up, okay? All right, here we go. Hi, Connie Bolton from Canada. How are you? Hold on just a second. Can you show me? Dun, dun, dun. Hi, Ruth. Oh, allergic to eggs? Yes, Dale, you can join the craft box group. Y'all, we got 2 new subscribers today. They just keep coming. I'm so excited. All right, so we got those done. Now we're going to do the rest of our, what is this? Peony. I don't know why. I probably don't need to keep putting my wax applicator back into the wax. I'm sure there's plenty of wax on this applicator for this little bitty egg. Okay, the tape is really getting to me tonight, y'all. So let's do that. And hi, Annette. No worries, girl. We're making our egg wreath kit. All these colors are super pretty. All right, I'm going to let the shimmer eucalyptus just chill here. It's just going to sit right there and it's going to get nice and dry. Okay, so you're going to come over here and we're going to grab our fuzzing cloth, all right? Because the next step is going to be fun. So we have 1 tray left for our bright white. And we're going to just flip that upside down. We're going to slide our paste down to the bottom. And we're just going to cut a nice little slit. And we're going to squeeze out our bright white paste. Just like so. Set this aside. And I am going to start by opening up our transfer. Now with this kit, y'all, you get 2 of the same transfers. Okay, you see that? There's little bitty flowers all over this. Hi, Marie and Deborah. Oh, that's awesome, Michelle. Thank you so much. Thanks, Louise. That is on Etsy. I have a video coming on that. Okay, so I'm going to fuzz the transfer. Because we are going to take these little flowers and put them all over our little eggs. Okay, now what I am going to do, I'm actually going to cut these apart. I am just going to take the transfer trimmers and we're just going to cut this pretty much right in half. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this one. And I'm going to cut this one. And this one. And these two. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we have 28 eggs, 7 colors, I'm not going to put one on the eucalyptus. So that gives us 6. So I need one more transfer, which I think I'm going to do this guy right here. Okay. So I'm going to put this right here on my backer sheet, just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take one of these and put it, like I'm going to take one of the transfers and I'm going to put it on all of the Marvelous, for example. Okay, just like so. Look at all those eggs. Okay, so this was going to go right here. And we're just going to lay it down. And you're just going to smooth it out. Grab your transfer, or grab your squeegee and put your white paste all over it. Okay? Just like so. So I'm going to grab my squeegee. And we're just going to drag it down the silk screen. And then we're going to lift it up. And we've got our flower. Okay? Now, I recommend that you clean this. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to see how this is going to work out. I don't know that I will put this down multiple times. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. So I want to make sure that this is dry. Okay, so let's try this again. Lay this down. I just want to make sure that the sticky part adheres to the egg. So I don't know, y'all, that I would really fuzz these much. Because you don't want, like, you don't want the, what is the word I'm trying to find? Like, you don't want to lose the stickiness too much. And then I'll just pick up my excess. Okay? And you've got your little flower. All right. So let's see. I think maybe we're just going to do 2 each. I don't know that I want flowers on each of them. So we did this one for, what color is that, y'all? This one is for Marvelous, I think. I think so. You could Mod Podge it, yes. So I have a little paste where I went off the side. So I'm going to grab my little wipe here and just clean that up really quickly. And another cool thing about the wax, when you wax stuff, it helps, like, in the event that you make a mess, like, it helps you clean up your oopsies. So because these transfers are so small when I cut them, my squeegee went off the side. No big deal. So we're just going to clean it up, okay? Cute, cute, cute. All right, so I did those. Let's do this little twig. I think that's what this is. Okay, press it down. Grab your paste that's sitting in your little color tray and press all around the silk screen. I'm trying to be extra careful on this one so I don't go off the edge. Sometimes I get to moving way too fast. Much better. Look, it just adds something cute, right? Okay, let's clean this. Flip it over. And I'm not going to refuzz it because, like I said, I need it to stick. Making sure I grab the right color. Making sure that it sticks. Pressing it down really well. Grabbing my squeegee. And pressing all of my paste over the screen. Ta-da! Okay. All right. This one is done. Clean this off. Yes, Milena, you know what? I'm so glad you said that. I need to do that with this one. So you do get a mini squeegee with this kit. So what Milena is saying, so let's see. Let me just wipe this off here. Take your mini squeegee and just chop it in half. Okay, next color is Peachy Keen. Press it down, making sure that you don't have any air bubbles. Like, make sure all of the area around the silk screen is like, what is the word I'm trying to find? Like sealed off, basically. Thank you so much, Milena, for bringing that up. That makes a world of difference. Grab your paste and just have fun. Okay? Oh, yeah. All right. Clean this. And clean the back. And then, like I said, I'm not going to fuzz it again. But this ready to go. Make sure it's pressed down. And just add the paste, y'all. That's all there is to it. Just like that. Okay, let me just put this in here and I'm going to spray it and leave it right there. All right, let's move on to our Ocean Mist eggs. Same thing, grab a transfer, pick which one brings you joy for your Ocean Mist egg. Press it down. And you are not going to use that much of your bright white paste, y'all. You get a whole packet. Even if you were to do this on every egg, you're going to have quite a bit left over. Okay, so let that one sit there. Clean it off.
This is exciting.
Exciting.
See what I did there?
Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Mom. Okay, one more eucalyptus. You okay over there?
Oh, you know what time it is.
Zach's got the Post-it notes.
It's time to write some names on some of
Happy
these
Meal. We got a
notes.
huge bin of stuff that needs to come to your house. So, who can tell me if you remember how many packets of paste you get in this kit? First one to comment. All right, there is that guy.
Yes, Tanya, she did paint the eggs.
Yes. Okay, here's our yellow. Oh, look, perfect. It's like a little sunflower. How did I manage that?
Beverly says 7. Kathy says 8.
8 is the correct answer.
8 is the correct answer. Correct. Kathy Paramore, send the page a message. We're going to send you some Happy Mail.
Okay, yellow egg. Done. Wipe it off.
Boom.
All right, I'm going to turn my glue gun on because we're almost to that point. We're going to start assembling. Turn it over. Clean. Okay. Yellow again. All right, next question.
Judy, I know it's about what I see first, though, on my end.
Who can name all the colors of paste in the kit?
Oh, you're going to...
You got this, Zach. You haven't been paying attention.
I've been doing things, okay? I've been productive.
Here you go, love.
Oh, they're on the list?
Yeah.
They have to be spelled correctly?
No. Because sometimes I'm like...
Peony.
Don't give it away.
I give it one away.
Oh, wait. This goes under here. We're done with that one. Okay. We have one more, and it's going to Guava. Guava, you are getting this branch of leaves with some flowers. Let's see. Here we go.
That's a lot of typing you're having people do, right?
Hey.
I'm looking at some of these names here. Hold on, we have Bumblebee, Papaya, Bright White.
Nope.
That was a quick no.
That's not a color.
Bumblebee, Papaya?
Nope. That's not in this kit.
Bumblebee's not in the kit. Is Papaya in the kit?
Nope.
What about Bright White?
Yes. Come on, y'all. Y'all can do this. Oh, Belena, you're so close. Some people just may not want to guess. Because I don't think they want to.
That's a lot of typing.
They're like, this lady's nuts.
There's a lot of typing. Okay. Sunnyside. I'm sorry, not Sunny yet. Sunnyside, Bright White, Peachy King, Marvelous, Peony, Shimmer Eucalyptus, and Guava.
Yes.
It's Mary and Kelly.
Yep.
Or,
Belena.
there it is. Thank you. Melena Kelly, yes.
All right, here we go. Done. Okay, so that part is done. All right, so now I've got a big mess on my hands here.
Ocean Mist is in there?
Barbara said more. Ocean Mist is, yes. Did you say that?
I did not.
Oh.
So now I'm looking at Janet L. Weller Strauss here. As
1,
the winner.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Janet got it.
Well, Melena Kelly, I'm going to give you, since I called your name, I'm going to give you second place Happy Meal
Yeah,
gift.
we'll send her something.
But
Okay.
Janet L. Weller Strauss, congratulations.
Let me just fix my little
Send the page a message with today's date.
oopsies here. One second, y'all. I got carried away with some of these. Okay, there's that one. That one's good. That one's good. All right.
It's all right, but I'm going to send you a second place gift, so make sure you send the page a message. I'm going to scroll through some names here.
Okay, let's check on our shimmer eucalyptus eggs. Let's see if they're surviving.
Deb Lee, send the page a message with today's date. We're going to send you some happy mail.
All right, shimmer eucalyptus seems to be dry.
Thanks for helping out people, too, with the comments and answering questions. Thanks, Deb. I saw that.
Hi, Desi. All right, ready? This is the frame. These are the eggs.
Marilyn Kelly won, and so did Janet Strauss.
Can I have that back?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to put my pattern, or my pattern's going to be the same as this picture right here.
Hi, Desi.
So what they recommend on the instructions is that you lay them out how you want them, and then you can change them up. All right, so let me grab a guava here, and then a sunny side. Is this dry? Sunny side, and then we have a eucalyptus. Is that dry? Then we have ocean mist and marvelous. Where's marvelous?
I'm right here. There's a marvelous.
Marvelous, Zach. You're marvelous.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that painted eucalyptus
looks pretty good.
looks really good.
Okay, so let's do that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're missing a color. Peony.
Yeah, you had a whole board of pinks. I was worried about one of those.
Peony's right here. Hold on.
That one.
Oh, I'm trying to do like pattern, not pattern. Pattern. Okay, so we're going to go. Yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah, let's get on.
This
one.
This one.
This one.
This one.
That one. That one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, see? I'm following your pattern here.
Yeah,
oh, but you have some stuff stenciled on it. I see what you're doing.
It's fine. It's not going to work out like that. How I want it, but it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, oh, because you didn't do one on the ocean mist. Oh, yeah, you did. It's right here. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you did one on the ocean mist there.
Yeah, but I'm going to have
that one. Yeah, that one there.
Correct.
You didn't do one on the shimmer.
Correct.
I see what you're trying to be clever. I see what you're doing. She's trying to be clever, everyone.
Trying to. Okay. Peony here. Then Peachy Keen.
Wait, read Janet's last two colors. Did I get those wrong too? Did I overlook those?
Janet has Peony. No, wait. Peachy Keen, Sunnyside. Yeah, the spelling didn't matter.
Oh, okay. Hi, Michelle Pryor.
Because you have autocorrect and all that garbage here. So.
Or fat finger syndrome like I do.
All right. Yellow.
Hi, Carrie.
Eucalyptus. We'll do a pattern, ocean mist, a marvelous, peony. Okay, so I'm going to have to switch one of these out.
Yeah, peony needs a pattern.
No, man, peony's got a pattern.
Oh, okay. It is looking really good, though.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. Like that. Then we're going to go...
Well, happy early anniversary, Michelle.
Here. I don't want to do that, do I? I don't really care.
The one closest to you. You have two patterns down below, right next to... Oh, I guess you do up there, too.
It's fine. It's going to be what it's going to be. Okay. Peony and Peachy Keen. Look, voila, they all fit.
Thank you for the sprinkles.
Okay, do y'all see any?
Oh, you got it cut out ready for the hubby? Oh.
All right, y'all, do you see anything? Any flaws?
Not enough shimmer. I'm kidding. It's gorgeous.
The only thing is I have 2 right here. Ooh, I just fixed it.
Yeah, just move it.
I just fixed it. Okay, we're good. All right, so now what we're going to do, so you do get these stickers. We're not going to use these. They're like glue dots. I am just going to use hot glue. And all I'm going to do is literally lift it up, place it down, hot glue it. Okay, so you're going to have glue strings to the maximum all over. And
it's a cracked egg. No.
Egg down.
What happened to Humpty Dumpty?
He had a great fall.
Amy pushed him off the desk.
All right, so let's go this way.
Now, are they like touching side to side? Is that how
No, there is a very, very small, minuscule space. I mean, yes. At the end of the day, yes. They are touching. Like, I'm not about to be that person and say, there's a tiny, tiny space.
No, I'm just asking in general if there was.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing, like, you couldn't really notice. You wouldn't notice. But yes, you ultimately, you want them by each other. Right by each other.
Ooh, Michelle said, what about
thanks,
stick fast
Desi.
glue?
Hi. Oh, you joined the craft box? Hot dog. Yes, Stacy, this is in the chalk shop. Yep, just comment the word egg.
Sorry, I saw a spider web of glue. I wanted to grab it.
Just comment the word egg. This is called our egg wreath kit. It just came out last week. It's fun, y'all. Like, how fun would this be? Like, I should have got my kids involved in this. I think that would have been fun.
Judy wants to know if you're going to make a bow.
You know what? I don't think I am on this. I think I'm going to leave it as is. And see where it goes.
Because you would cover up some of the eggs with the bow.
You would cover up some of the eggs, yes. So I'm going to just spin this. Just like so. Oh, hot, 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 hot.
Just some jute
thanks,
for the
Holly.
hanger. Yeah, how do you hang that?
So I have, I've thought about that. So yes, you probably would put jute. Now our front door has like, what is it, Zach? Wrought iron?
Metal wrought iron on it.
Metal wrought iron.
Like
Oh, this is glued to the desk.
Over the window panel.
Okay, so I glued that one to the desk. That's great. I
think you had that protective surface.
I know, right? I will probably put just a small, thin, short piece of jute on this and hang it over just like the center.
See, I was thinking I just put a nail on the wall and...
You could do that too, but I don't like putting nails in the wall.
I don't either, but I guess you would want to put a nail in your door, maybe a tack. So then if the wind whips by or something, it might just fall right off.
Might be. Might not be a good thing.
Michelle wants to know, would you add a ribbon loop to hang it?
So you could, Michelle, yes, and I was actually thinking about that. I just don't want to take away from the, whatchamacallit, see, and I got my spacing off because this one is like shoved in there.
Oh, I see the egg too where you did it. kidding.
You probably
Judy,
do. Okay.
Judy wants to know, is that a 16-inch frame? She wants to know how wide that is.
You know what? I think it is. Yes.
It looks 16.
It looks 16 like our happy spring. Okay, so that is done. Egg wreath is done. So let me just make sure that everything is pressed down.
Ooh,
We've got
a command hook would work, yes.
command strip would work, yes. I've glued a lot of this to the desk, so bear with me just a second.
Oh, I see what you did with it.
So this is what it looks like on the back, okay? Just like so. I highly, highly, highly recommend using hot glue versus these that you get, okay? So hit the heart button, y'all. Comment the word egg. Look how stinking cute this is. But what you could do is just take a piece of, look at all this hot glue. Just take a piece of jute and just tie it around like your centerpiece and just hang it, or even put a Velcro command strip there to hang it. Now, you could put a saying right here, maybe grab a piece of wood and put it in the back. But I just came on here to basically show you how to complete this kit. Let me scoot my desk up so that you know what to do, okay? The instructions show you several things. Picture how to do it. We just copied this. And you have a QR code. All you have to do is open your phone, hover over QR code. It'll pop up a link. You click the link, and there will be a video to watch. But you get all of this in the kit. Comment egg, EGG, and go have fun. All right? Bye, friends. Take care.